Hey guys, Silly Ninja here, back for another Fulham Road to Glory part. Our next game, we're going to kick this episode off with a game against Swansea. Now, after our last part, we've hit a fantastic string of form. We haven't lost in a very long time. Swansea, however, we have struggled against in the past. They do pose a threat going forward. I didn't want that to happen, and as you can see, as the highlight starts from kick-off, you know that something's going to happen. Insigne showing some fantastic dribbling skills, falls to Shaarawy, who passes it to Sahano. Sahano finds some space, and a brilliant goal from him. I think that's his third goal in 3 league games, which is ridiculous. Scored in every single one of his games. Actually, that's like Cristiano Ronaldo. I didn't realise how prolific he's been in real life. I haven't realised how prolific he's been. He's scored 155 goals in 154 games for Real Madrid. That's unbelievable. I didn't know that was even possible. That's ridiculous. I knew he was like doing really well at Real Madrid, but I didn't realise he was doing that well. That's unbelievable. But we get another goal from Insigne. However, my failing of being able to defend corners has struck again. They get a consolation goal in the 86th minute, and that's how the game ended. Another 2-1 win. It's strange, we seem to win 2-1 a lot in the league. I don't mind. It's another 3 points, which I'm very happy with. So yeah, Insigne getting a 9.4. El Shaarawy and Leno having a fairly good game. Liverpool won, Arsenal lost, which is absolutely huge, so it seems that Liverpool now are our biggest threats at the moment. However, Spurs and Arsenal, if they get a good run of form going, they could also challenge us for 4th, but at this point it's looking quite good. We have Arsenal, then Marseille, then West Ham, but look how clustered May is. That's unbelievable. A Marseille semi-final, Everton, Manchester United, Liverpool, Man City, Tottenham, West Brom. That is a tough run-in to get 4th. We're going to have to play out of our skin to do that well. But here was a massive game. If we could win this, it effectively means that we've only got to worry about Liverpool to challenge us for the 4th place spot. So this was an absolutely huge game for our football club. Actually, oh wow, look, Manchester United are actually closing the gap on Chelsea at this point. I never realised because I was concentrating on Liverpool and Arsenal so much, but they were closing the gap, but they did have a game in hand, Chelsea did. But it fell to Nainggolan, and if you give Nainggolan space, he will bury it. It was an absolutely fantastic goal to make it 1-0 in the 17th minute. I think this is at the Emirates. Fantastic goal from him. But as you guys know, I have always struggled against Arsenal. An absolutely lucky bounce, ridiculous. Leno tried his best to make the angle tight, but Oxlade-Chamberlain had enough composure to find the bottom of back of the net to make it 1-1. And guess what? My failing to mark in corners meant that they scored again in the 57th minute to make it 2-1. Which is irritating. I don't think I've ever beaten Arsenal. And then again, Walcott gets put through. He tries to chip it. It falls to Podolski, and Podolski's going to finish that. Any minute, any day of the week. I was annoyed, as you can tell, because I'm making substitutions straight after he scored. Yeah, I don't think I've ever beaten Arsenal. Arsenal play better than Barcelona in this game, in career mode. I don't know why. It's really irritating, to be honest. That's how the game ended. A 3-1 loss to Arsenal, which is the one team I didn't want to lose to. Well, them and Liverpool, to be fair, but awful result, to be honest, and we've got to forget that result and try our best to beat Marseille in the semi-finals. This is our first leg is at home, which hopefully will give us a good stead to push on into the game. Where do Marseille play? I don't know the stadium name. There you go. But yeah, anyway, El Shaarawy shows some good strength, some good balance to shrug off the defence, some good pace to get past them, and fairly good composure to get it under the Marseille goalkeeper. So absolutely fantastic goal from him, showing his quality. He hasn't scored in quite a few games, so that's good to get his confidence up, get his performances in just before that hard, tough run of form comes in. But Steven Sidwell getting forward does really well, finds a bit of space, and a very good finish from him. Steven Sidwell can finish the ball very well. Considering his stats, he's hardly an attacking player, but he can finish. He certainly can. He's scored more than once this season in big games as well. And then in the 90th minute, Insigne puts De Jager through. De Jager uses his pace to get past Fanny, and finishes with a cool, calm finish from him. to get another 3-0 win in the Euros at home, which is fantastic because it means that next game I can lose 2-0 and still go through. So that puts the pressure off for us for the next game. Absolutely huge performance from the boys to make up for the fact that we lost against Arsenal. But Insigne getting a 9.6. The performance is ridiculous. Inter beat Ruben Kazan, but only just. As you can see, the drought for El Shaarawy is gone. Our next game was against West Ham in the league. Now, I don't know why I said that so weirdly. I might stop talking like this. Our next game was against West Ham. Some lovely cheeky skill from El Shaarawy. Now, again, West Ham, I've struggled against in the past. I have lost to Andy Carroll and Noble being annoying. And as it's shown, Diarra puts Carroll through, and Carroll actually has quite a good finish on him. To make it 1-0, which is really disappointing. This is at home as well, so it's not a great performance from the boys at this point. Zahano gives it to El Shaarawy. El Shaarawy paces past the defence and gives a nice finish there. To make it 1-1, it seems that hopefully El Shaarawy's found some form right at the end of the season, which is exactly what I want because I need as many players in form as I can get. But we get them on the break. Sven Bender puts a beautiful ball into Dimitar Berbatov, and Dimitar Berbatov is an absolute peach of a finish and some acrobatics for a 33-year-old. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, absolutely fantastic goal. Berbatov's been doing that for season after season. He is getting old now though, so I would like to sell him. To be honest, I would like to sell him. Just get as much money for him as I can. Invest into youth. But that's how the game ended. Anyway, to make it 2-1, Sven Bender getting man of the match. Absolutely fantastic game from him. Arsenal beat QPR 4-0, which is an absolutely devastating result for me because it means they're hot on our heels after every single win. But our next game was against Marseille, the second leg of the Marseille game. Joey Barton playing CDM was an absolute... Oh, I hate Joey Barton. He's my most hated football player. He's such a... Oh, I'm not even going to get into it because it would just... This video would just turn into a massive rant. So, their team... however, even though we are winning 3-0, their team does pose a threat. Remy's pace is just too much to deal with. Insigne's shown off the silky skills. He rolls it past, but then gets pushed over. It seems he was a little bit injured there, which I was fairly worried about, to be honest. Fairly worried about. This was in the 3rd minute, by the way, so I kept El Shaarawy on the penalty just to give him as much confidence as possible. A good pen from him, made the goalkeeper go the wrong way, and it was a cool finish from him. To make it 1-0, I was still sort of worried about the Insigne injury, but he carried on. I think I take him off at half-time, but a fantastic ball over the top to Valbuena, I think it's Valbuena, and a very good finish from him on the half volley. To make it 1-1, so this game was up for grabs, but a fantastic corner in from Sven Bender, and Subotic rises above the centre-back, using his strength and a good heading accuracy to get it into the back of the net to make it 2-1, which meant that their comeback to win this and go through to the next round was getting more unlikely by the second. Subotic absolutely brilliant at the near post as well, very, very good corner. And then just before half-time, Subotic gets caught out, and Remy, somehow, he's not renowned for heading, but somehow he got his head to the ball and made it 2-2, and then this happened. What the fuck was that? What the hell was Leno doing? What was that? He just flapped it into the back of the net. That was ridiculous. Luckily, El Shaarawy with his silky skills passes it to Risa, gets it back, and then smashes it into the far corner to make it 3-0, which means on aggregate it's now 6-3. They didn't really have any chance of going through in the first place, so now they really had no chance of getting through. So that made it 3-3, and then El Shaarawy has a speculative shot in the 90th minute, just to ensure that we had the supremacy, I suppose. And if that went in, that would have been awesome. And then El Shaarawy gets in a 9.7 in that game as well, so he's putting in the big performances just as much as Insigne is. And Inter Milan gets to the final, so we are into the final of the Euros, guys. And yes, I will be live commenting it, so look forward to that. This episode's coming to an end, guys, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye!